Alright, so finally back with some LevelHead now after the week holiday. So what I was planning to do today is that recently Maoy had made several levels based on Super Mario Land, which you see up here right away. So what I was planning to do was a full playthrough of Super Mario Land. This will be my first time actually playing through the whole thing since I was a kid. Actually, I never really beat it as a kid, so this will be my first time playing through the whole thing. But either way, to play through it like that and then compare it to Maoy's levels directly afterward just to see how much of a difference there is, or how he was able to translate all the stuff from this game into that one. So I'm pretty interested to see how this goes. But either way, so yeah, we'll just see who ends up popping in. The level queue isn't open yet. That's going to be open when I'm just playing through Maoy's levels on LevelHead. But yeah, we'll just see how this goes. How many people show up to see the original Super Mario Land first. But either way, yeah, let's get started. So basically, this was like a really old Game Boy game. Let's see. Gotta turn up the sound. I think this is one of the earliest Game Boy titles when the console first came out, which makes sense to have a Mario game on it for Nintendo. But you'll see in a little bit, there's a lot of key differences between this and regular Mario games, which kind of makes it stand out amongst the rest of his library. So basically, you'll see in a bit, this kind of takes place in a different area than the Mushroom Kingdom. It actually takes place in Sarasa Land, which is where Daisy first came from. Basically, you're going to save her rather than Peach this time. But if you notice there, one of the things that the Koopas do in this one is that when you do stop them, they explode afterward. And then beyond the Goombas and Koopas, it's just a whole bunch of other monsters you fight in this. These are the larger ones, which if you stomp on them, they kind of disappear into the ground with kind of a weird noise. Oh yeah, and I forgot, yeah. But when you get the fire flower, it actually does, instead of over a fire that bounces along the ground, it actually just bounces along the walls in kind of a ricochet, which makes it kind of interesting compared to the original fire. Hey Radio Inactive, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping by during the first bit of this stream where I'm playing through the original Mario Land. How you doing? This might be a little bit quick since I kind of did practice a bit before the stream. At least as far as I usually get with this game. I am going to be using save states at points because I was mostly doing this just to go through this full game, just to take a good look at it rather than trying to master it. Yeah, that's why you can't really hang around the Koopas after you defeat them, because you can't use their shells. They just explode. And I forget if you can do anything with the exploding shells afterward, but I don't think you can. I also found it interesting that they made the Fire Flower power-up more like this, where it's not as inherently useful. Well, it's useful for flying enemies, but it's not as useful for grounded enemies, since it goes into a straight ricochet pattern. But sometimes you just get random shots like that. But yeah, not a whole lot to talk about just yet because we're still in the first part of the stage. But I always love the music in this game as well. It's one of the more memorable Game Boy soundtracks. That's good enough. For the bonus games, you always want to try to get at least a lot of lives, because later in the game, it gets a lot tougher to get through some of these areas. Which hence is why I'm planning to use save states for this. Just to avoid... Oh yeah, and I forgot to go underground. Shoot. Oh well. As you can see here, we suddenly take a very quick turn into a regular looking Mario Land, into an Egyptian castle, an Egyptian temple. And so you just get a slew of different larger monster types here. to fight against. They're always like a lot larger than the regular enemies. But they always have like something interesting that they do, like jumping around or shooting fireballs. I don't think it's a secret here. I think I checked last time. Actually, you'll be hitting our first boss here, and you'll find the noises it makes kind of interesting. I don't know why they chose that noise for it to make, because if you hit it a bunch of times, it just kind of meshes together into a weird screech. Yeah, Mario Land's soundtrack is so good, yeah. It's just... like, with what considering what they had to do with like the original Game Boy, they were able to make some pretty great stuff with it. Like this soundtrack, 6 golden coins. Like 6 golden coins is incredible how much content's in there. Yeah, as you can see, we're going after Daisy this time, but every time we reach her in the castle, it just turns out she's an imposter. Oh, shoot. That's fine. I shouldn't really worry that much about lives this time around, but... Now this was always interesting. I never really understood how Mario ended up in a UFO to get to this next area. Kind of like the sea area. It's always just kind of starts there, it's never really explained. Although he does get vehicles later on in the game, but those ones kind of make sense. Oh yeah, this is the underground area. I think they get progressively more full later on in the game, but I never really look for them all the time, because all you get out of them is coins and potentially extra lives if you get enough of them. But this is probably one of my favorite soundtracks in the game, just for this area. It's such an upbeat tune, and pretty complex for the Game Boy. Also, something you'll realize as you go through is that a lot of the sprites in this game are actually see-through. Like, they aren't completely like filled in. Like the Piranha Plant is, but a lot of like the Goombas and other monsters don't have like filling on their eyes and other bits. Which I think is just because of how the Game Boy kind of worked with its art. Also considering that the Game Boy's colors were originally like kind of like a barf green for the original console. So that could be part of it too, but it's kind of cool how far we've gotten with these types of games nowadays. Dang it, every time I can just get unlucky with this bonus game and just end up with 1 life. And I have no idea what these guys are supposed to be either, like... I'll just leave one to show you guys what I mean, but... Oh, shoot. Like these guys. These are one of the larger enemies in this area, but they're kind of like little tin can things that shoot their heads out at Mario. Not really sure what they're meant to be, but... I don't know if they're meant to be like aliens or robots, and that's why Mario shows up in a UFO, but... I gotta find some mushrooms so I can make sure I don't die off for no reason. Actually, there is an interesting thing about the Koopas here too, is that you can't really like attack them from the front, because I think they take you out from the front for some reason. Hey Koji, how's it going? I'm glad you're enjoying the music. Like, as I said, this is probably one of my favorite songs in this. Then it gets even better with this song, but then the game turns into a shoot 'em up for some reason. You basically get free mushrooms by just doing stuff in here. Actually, actually, I also noticed that in the background there is like UFOs sunken under the water, so maybe he just got one from somewhere. Shoot. Okay, that was close. Just interested to see how, I think I already played this one for Maoy's LevelHead levels, but I think they did a pretty good job on how they translated this type of gameplay to LevelHead. At least as far as what you're meant to do for it. And how the enemies react. Or how the enemies work in this. Also, you see this, for some reason they just added Mario and coins here as a nice little nod. I guess just have a fun little Easter egg there. This isn't the second boss, it's just a strange water dragon, where its screeches are even worse here. But of course, in this part of the game, it's way easier to defeat these bosses because you have to beat it using your attacks rather than trying to go for the gate. Although you could totally go for the gate if you wanted to, if you didn't want to beat him. I think I've done that several times. Like, it's easier just to defeat him because it's just to shoot him up, but I suppose if you want to do it quickly, like speedrunning this game, you'd have to do it like that. It's weird that they used that enemy for this one. I suppose that's the only one they can make that actually jumps, because the robot things don't really jump around. Damn octopus, yep. Hey Luai, how's it going? Just a moment here, I'm just going to do a quick save state, because this is where the game gets slightly tougher. If you don't mind. As you observe in the background, things suddenly get a lot weirder. Because suddenly we're in that area where there's a ton of Maoy heads. I mean, I already got 12 lives, but I just want to be sure. I'm mostly just doing this to check this entire game out, not necessarily trying to master it. See, this is like, as you see here, the first enemies you find that are Maoy themed are the flying ones. Oops. Oh well. Which have little wings for some reason. And then a little further up here, suddenly we get those guys. These weird, quick Maoy fellas who are just punching towards Mario. Oh, shoot. That was my bad. Hey, sometimes the controls here get a little slippery. Especially when you're trying to navigate around some of these platforms. Alright, with the cannon and yeah, those actually I forgot to mention those are like this game's version of bullet bills. So then they basically replace the piranha plants from earlier levels at this point. Excuse me while I continue to screw up because, as I said, this area gets kind of tougher because the enemies have slightly different patterns now. Like the winged Maoy are a little bit more floaty. And the ground ones are a lot faster than everything else. I keep forgetting to go into more of the pipes, but oops, shoot. Because the pipes sometimes have interesting stuff in them, but I haven't been paying too much attention to that. One of the nice things about this game, though, I am working with a new controller and a new mic, so things can be a little bit weird for some stuff, but But also, by the way, how does the new mic sound? Sound alright? Hopefully I have it in a good position, but... Sounds good? Okay, excellent. I had plenty of time to test it last night on game night, but I just want to be sure. Yeah, see, like those, like they just kind of sneak up on you sometimes if you don't remember where they spawn. And then all of a sudden the game introduces this little mechanic where you just ride on top of these bouncing rocks for some reason. Which I always thought was kind of interesting that they have a whole section at the end of this level just dedicated to that. Probably because you need to use it later on, as you'll see. Oh, never mind. Not a big deal. Oh, shoot. Despawned it, so I can't get to the bonus now. Whoops. Of course, as you get further in the game, the ways to get to the bonus levels get progressively tougher too, so you get less chances to get more lives. So this is the second underground section, which I guess most people refer to as the spider cave. Sounds good, but I think you can hear a tiny bit of background noise. Yeah, it's probably my computer. I was kind of worried about that. Hang on, let's see. So I think mine's my mic should already be set on like forward, like sound catching, but let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really give me any other options at the moment for changing up sound, so I think we'll just leave it at. Yeah, noise gates, yeah, that'd be something I could get at some point. See if I can attach those to the back of this microphone. It's just a little stand-up one, so it works really well, and it's a good upgrade from my headset, but I think I'll have to continue fiddling with it, or at least figure something else out for, like, OBS. You can let me know if it gets too distracting, of course. A lot of bits in this level that are kind of annoying is that the spiders tend to come up at really inopportune places. Also, I need to find a... There we go. There we go. That's what I need. And I lose it immediately. Like, as you can see there, if you notice like that stalactite up in the corner there, moving a little bit, it's because it is a hazard. So they hide some of those stuff later on, but then again, they did do that as well in the Egyptian temple. So that's not as big as a surprise. At least with the temple, they actually had it where they were large pieces of stone that fell on you. Done a good filters in OBS though. Let's see, is that under can I find that? Under, let's see, filters, here you go. Doesn't really give me any filters. Do I have to like find them somewhere or download them, or? I have to put it on here. Go to make an add filter. Oh, I see. Here. Okay, I'll add a noise gate. Okay, I think I've added one. How's that sound? Actually, it seems to do a lot. It got rid of like detecting extra noise. Because now there's no sound now, so except for me when I'm talking. I think it worked. Yeah, hang on, let me just change something real quick. It could also end up being choppy because it's quiet when you're not talking. Okay, that's good. Hello, two-haired squirrel. Thanks for stopping by. This will be your first chat. How you doing? What Noise Gate does is it mutes you below a threshold. Okay, so that should probably work then. Yeah, glad to have you here. I should probably say at this point, if Maoy is in the chat right now watching this part of the stream, they can just let me know. Yeah, noise suppression should help with the noise while talking. Yeah, so it should take care. Oh, I mean, like you mean the background noise while talking, because you can still hear that. Let me see. Let's add that too, just see what happens. That's good quality, more CPU usage. You can just let me know how that works. So yeah, see, then they do it here against the waterfall, which is slightly harder to see. Kind of like in Super Mario 2, where they have like a big waterfall that you have to go up. So they don't replace the piranha plants, they just appear more often. Much better now? Okay, that's good. Well, thanks for giving me those suggestions. I haven't tried that before. But then again, I never had that issue before with this with my headset as opposed to my mic. Oop. Shoot. Oh, but... I guess I never really asked Maoy what his Twitch thing was. So. Alright, now here comes the interesting bit where we get to a slightly more Maoy themed area. Well, actually, it doesn't get more Maoy themed than having like the big ones in the background. Well, this one just has as like a temple. Make sure you make your controller keyboard and makes those sweet ASMR sounds. I know some people have mentioned that. I think my keyboard and controller should still be audible, but we'll have to see. I'll have to go over this VOD afterward, just to double check. Yeah, it's, like this area. Shoot, that's my bad. This area was. Oh, okay. Also, actually, I just realized this now. The way the game does some of the respawn points is rather interesting because they make sure you can get out of them every single time, no matter where you are. If Puck ever removes his keyboard sounds from a stream, you're unfollowing. Okay, just let me do a save state here, just quick, just so I don't lose my spot. Yeah, how do they do the respawn points is rather interesting because there's at least always a space specifically for respawning that you can always get out of, even as little Mario. Oh yeah, they do include the larger Moais here. And they actually turn these rocks into hazards rather than something you ride on. Oh, I'm already at the boss. Dude, didn't think that was so quick. Came for LevelHead, stayed for the keyboard ASMR. Nice. Is there... Do I get, no, I don't get any mushrooms from this. I just have to deal with it. If I can. Unless those ones before were, like, mushroom ones. Yeah, that's the way. You just jump on his rocks. He's just another nondescript Maoy fella. And this was usually how far I've gotten when I was a kid. So after this, I do know what the fourth level or fourth area looks like, but I've never really gotten that far in it. It looks like her sprite is frowning or something, but I can tell it's supposed to be her hair and her tiny mouth. They didn't make her into another Maoy, but I guess it doesn't really spring quickly enough. It's a damn spider. Now this is where the game gets even more weird. And way more difficult. This is meant to be like the last area. Because you're basically in China fighting, like, hopping vampires. It's actually kind of neat that they kept this kind of influence in, or this is meant to be Japan, either way. Hopping George Washington, yeah. But they kind of kept all this stuff into the game and didn't try to... I guess since it is like the Game Boy, I don't think anybody would really have recognized it unless they already knew what they were beforehand. Also, I just remember these guys do resurrect after you hop on them. Because they are vampires, so you can't really kill them conventionally. Always with Mario games, whenever you try to run, jump off of something, it sometimes doesn't work. Wait, isn't there something here? Like a secret there, but nothing I can use. As I said, I never really played this area that much as a kid, so I'm not familiar with everything here. Bad? It should respawn me, like, right here, yeah. It's usually really fair with respawn points. Quick. That's what I need. In fact, I haven't... Like, all this time I have only gotten, like, the Fire Flower at the start of the game and haven't gotten it since. Because the Fire Flower, if you guys have played at least Super Mario Maker 2, probably the most unique bit of this from this game. And I screwed that up for no reason. Oh well. Because as I said, it shoots at like a ricochet rather than just going along the ground. Okay, this is starting to look more like regular Mario Bros, except everything is the block. This is meant to be like a town or something, or a seaside town with weird fire spouting flowers and snakes. And Tsukinoko, yeah. Cute little fat snake. Yeah, as you can see here, that's how the fire works in this game. It bounces along the walls until it hits something. Yeah, and I always remember with Game Boy games that it always like certain things, if you do enough of it, will start to like overlap with the music, so then parts of the song will go away until it's able to play past it. Or unless you stop doing whatever it is you're doing that's causing that. I guess I never really got this far as a kid because I don't remember all these like fire bars here, and I missed the invincibility. Maybe it's the can. Also, if you take any one hit when you're, even if you have Fire Flower, you lose both the size and the flower. This section is extra tough. Let me have this one. There we go. Much better. Actually, they didn't make these ones as hard as, like, ones before. Because you do have a chance to actually get in there. And nothing was gained. Wait, here's the second section. This is the part I never played before. I never got here with the airplane. It's been a long time since you played this game? Yeah, it's been a long time for me too. I just actually got it yesterday because I was gonna be doing the stream, so... Whoops. Didn't think one of those birds would actually hit me. What do these get? Oh, these are... Oh, those are bombers. Then they're shooting bullet bills. That's cool. Supposed to end up behind you and then shoot the bullet bill after you. What are those? Are those mines or something? Those aren't power-ups. They can't be. They almost look like Gradius power-ups, in a way. So it's mechanic from Cuphead, shit my life. Yeah, excuse me, shake my head. Whenever I see SMH, I always think shit my life or something like that. I don't know why. It's never a thing that pops up into my mind. Yeah, those are mines, okay. Of course, with the Game Boy, it's kind of more difficult to control a shoot 'em up because you can't really go diagonally very easily. This is cool that they, for this, actually, you know, it's kind of interesting that for this area, they did a shoot 'em up section for after the more Oriental themed level, instead of doing more Oriental themed. Ooh, what's this? Some kind of weird long hallway? Huh. This is new to me. Oh, this must be the boss. I guess not. Maybe we're just going into some kind of spaceship now. Even more of the fire bars. What the heck? Those hands just came right out of nowhere. Now we're fighting an evil cloud. With his awful screeching noise. Oh, sorry. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, punching pipes. I've never seen that before. Oh, here we go. This is part 2. Never seen this before. I'm not sure who this character even is. Shoot, I should have probably just stayed up there for that guy. Dr. Robotnik, yeah. Okay, so if you do hang back there, you definitely have issues. Let me try that again. Because I guess those punching pipes are literally just there to mess up anybody who's not taking that chance to go in right away. I could save, just in case things go even rougher. Why does it start out as a little cloud that's shooting birds? Is this a pet or something? Or just as like a bait and switch to think, this can't be it, there's gotta be more after this. Okay, I can't hold the button, I don't have to keep pressing it. Good. Oh, there we go. That only took like 35 minutes to beat the whole thing. But that is the Game Boy game, that's how long they usually are. Oh, Daisy! Daisy! Quest is over. That's good. They even did a like running animation for her, for Daisy. Daisy's a Lego character, yeah. Arc's name is Daisy? Nice. Oh yeah, okay, I didn't... There's credits too, that's nice. Dang, whoop. No, I can't. I can't do anything here. Looks like I do have some more songs from this game I have to add in, now that I've actually beaten the whole thing. But all things considered, this is pretty cool how much they're able to fit into this Game Boy game. Especially for their first round of it. Because when they go into 6 golden coins, they're able to add like even more for a Mario game on the Game Boy. Like, this is like a straightforward 4-world kind of game. And to be a quick run, but like if I ever get around to playing through 6 golden coins that has like several worlds, has save slots for it. It's pretty cool. Either way, now that we've got that finished, hopefully you all remember exactly what this game looks like on each level, because now we're going to be going into LevelHead to check out Maoy's versions of these levels. Does it just keep it staying here until you turn it off now? Seeing how this is already pretty good for Game Boy, I'm actually surprised by the Pokemon games. Yeah! I actually kind of found out today, I didn't realize it, or maybe I kind of knew, but the Pokemon games are near like the end of the Game Boys, like, well, not near the end, they kind of revitalized the interest in the Game Boy, because of, they were like, they came out like later in the Game Boy's lifespan. Yeah, Mario Land is a very early Game Boy game, kind of like one of the first ones, like along with like Tetris and a few others. Wonder how Mayo handled the shmup sections? Well, we'll take a look, because I think this doesn't go any further than this. Excuse me, I'm just going to quickly get to LevelHead. A few things to change. Actually, no, I don't need to change them in my title. I can just leave it as is, but I do need to change it to LevelHead. There you go, it should change it a little bit. Beginning versus the end of a console's lifecycle can almost feel like half a console generation in terms of what the game's accomplished in terms of content and graphics. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, here, I need to get game capture up. There we go. Oh, this screen might be a little big for when I have songs up. There you go. That should be better. Alright. I'll just check a few things here. I didn't really get a lot of EB. Actually, I didn't get any EB for the stream, so I'm going to have to farm a little bit to get some. But hopefully after playing through Maoy's levels, I should get a good amount of them. But either way, now we get started with some of Maoy's level versions of the levels from Super Mario Land. I've already played through 1 and 2, but I'll replay those just so you guys can see them all. And then we'll be able to get onto the new ones with 3 and 4. Gotta be a lot of fun. Let's get started then. Okay, so this just keeps going through, and then once you get to 401, we'll go to the rest of them. As you can already see, he did a really good job with bringing out the music in the first place. I think, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one, yeah. He lets me know which ones are the ones that go into the underground parts. In fact, he even does a really good job with like trying to emulate the The backdrops as well. Oh, it's got like the little mountains and the clouds up at the top. Oh yeah, and actually I realized he uses the glass panes up there to kind of simulate the top of the like UI for the game, where it shows like the score and the time and stuff. But it's also great how he's able to do the changes between music as well. Really smooth how he did it. And of course with the Koopas being exploding peanuts. Is that how they actually act in game? Then using the flapjack for the jumping enemies as well. Working good. Kind of feels weird playing this game, playing like the LevelHead version of this so slowly. I could definitely rush through these, but I want to take time to go through and appreciate how much like stuff was from the original game in here. This takes place in the Invincibility, which is a really good idea because that's basically how it works. And I guess you just had to add a good amount of more enemies to make it so it's a lot more interesting, because in Mario Land there's not as many enemies, it's more about dealing with the platforming. But sweet. So that was the first part, the first level for first area. This is the second one, which uses like the platforms like they did in the original Mario game. As in, like, the original, not just Mario Land. And I think he used Swoopadoops for the fly enemies that shoot spears at you, but I thought they moved in. Oh yeah, they do. They kind of move into place before they attack, yeah. That is how it is in the main game. Or the original, I should say. Shoot. Heck, even if you ignore them, they kind of still go away. So that's pretty cool. And hey, Two-Headed Squirrel, thanks very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Helped me out a ton. Also, I saw there just for a moment the... Oh! I never knew that. It actually does the score. Like, the score keeping noise. That's really cool. Yeah, as you saw with those two platforms at the start there, those are meant to be the ones that fall right away. And rather than just letting the player just figure that out for them, well, not figure that out, just get surprised by it, he made sure to include that they do fall. Also, I just realized this also works well with the biomes here, as you can tell where they start and end just based on what they are. Now, this is a really good rendition of this song. Makes me interested to see how he does the rest of them now. Because I have heard a good amount of these ones already, but... Because as I said, I went through the first and second areas on my own time, but I haven't seen the rest of these. Also, I just realized something. Because I am still going to do like Vera levels later, because this shouldn't take overly long. I might as well just open the queue now. Just if you guys wanted to add something for afterward. Now that I'm actually on LevelHead. Now this is interesting because since GR18 can't grow any sizes, he can't be locked out of any of these extra areas. box sounds are very compatible with the Game Boy sound font? Yeah, it's very true. Because they have that same kind of like chiptune consistency. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is actually a hard boss to deal with from this game. Because you have to use the canoodle to do one that just only shoots fireballs. But you have to include that instead of just doing the canoodle shooting upward, you have to include the front fireballs. Also make sure to have the canoodle stay in that area, because that's how the boss behaved before. Also just realized too, with the skulls on the side, those are meant to be the hieroglyphics on the temple. Oh yeah, I can do that too. Nice. That's so cute how it just has a tiny little, like, scorekeeping sound afterward if you stay or into the goal. It's a really nice touch. Alright, now we're on to the next area, which I've seen before, but this is a good... Because with the... Because you see the spaceship here, the unexplained spaceship that you see later on in other levels, that brings Mario to here. You got like the blobfish being like the strange fish skeletons that fly up and down in this area. Actually, you can't really get here unless you have sprint sometimes. Or it looks like, anyway. Thanks for the addition, Koji. I don't think I'll be doing, well, I don't think I'll have to do power trials, right? I wanted to give more time, but we'll see. I have to make sure to check the queue so I can get you profile code again. Oh yeah, this is where they do, the fireballs, right. For certain ones. So when those blobfish get to the top there, that's when they shoot the fireballs. That's pretty nifty. To do it like that. Because there's not really another way you could try to make it so they shoot fireballs at, the player. Nice. Thanks for adding one in, Luai. I don't know how long we'll need to be doing the viewer levels, but we'll see. See how it goes. It is a Monday after all. See, so next up is number 2 for second area. Yeah, that being a solid block would be great. Yeah, that'd be a nice way to keep that, but there are some sacrifices you're gonna have to make, because you can't do everything in LevelHead, of course. I'm sure there would be a way to figure that out, perhaps, with using portals or something, but that would still be kind of rough to make sure that you get the right angle on the player. So there's a... Oh, it's just the same one, okay. Look at some of the hidden areas stay the same between levels. Plus, I'm also glad they chose to reward players for going up into the clouds if they wanted to. Okay, I see. For the head guys, you decide to use the back rats because they're big enough for it. Even if they can't move their if they can't detach their heads to hit the player. Yeah, this is a really good rendition of the song. It's one of my favorites from this game. Yeah, the song is the bop, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't see this one. Interesting. Actually, that gets me close to 1,000 just with playing these, so I should be able to get a decent amount before real level start. Because I think all these ones at this point now are out of the marketing department. Like they don't have to give anything to them. So now we're onto a shmup level. So, and these are kind of done interestingly because you have to get it where you can do both shooting and breaking of blocks. Oh, I guess those are meant to be the octopus. Okay. The octopi, rather. Where they go after you. Well, they send something after you aggro them. Oh, and those ones are meant to be like the mobile, like, seahorses. They don't really chase after you, but they just kind of swim into your way. And then here, this is like the Easter egg with Mario with the coins. So instead it's GR18, which I think is a really nice touch. Keeps in the theme, the spirit of it. Then they use the blobfish for this boss, which makes sense, but unfortunately, the caveat of that is that the blasts from the blobfish get desynced if you hit it too much. Well, if you hit it at the right point, it'll always get desynced, but I guess that's part of it. Or it can't be avoided. I don't know why my throat's a bit scratchy. Probably because I've been talking this whole time. Hey Riku, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Some time for me to go as I'm going through Maoy's version of my Super Mario Land. I did play through the whole thing of Super Mario Land earlier in the stream, but yeah, I think everybody still remembers what this looks like. So now we can move on into the Maoy section. And, oh, these flapjacks are meant to be the winged Maoy, I'm guessing. And I already have a feeling I know what the other Maoy are going to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the other version of the underground ones with spikes. Oh, and those are the yeah, Lazumias, I thought so. Yeah, those are meant to be the bullet bills. They're just out of the they're coming out of the pipes, but they don't really go down into them again. Looks like they don't think you can put. You can't put cannons on paths, can you? I don't think you can. Yeah, pretty sure you can't. They do follow the rule of like shooting towards wherever Mario is. Nice. I just realized this now that you never get anything more than a regular armor plate from the power-ups. Oh! Oh, these are meant to be the boulders. Okay. That's an interesting way to do it. I guess you can't really do it as they do it in the original game because that's going to be darn near impossible. Because they just constantly spawn and let you go through. But the way you did it works pretty well. It gives them like that feel. Gives them at least one version of it. It gives one version of it that you can use. That's well done. Gives me an idea for a Scoot Trick level. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, no, no, wait, no. I keep going. Yeah, just like a brick, like a big block of 4 platforms to go together. Just scooting. So here's the spider cave with the nice waterfall here, which is pretty cool. And the spiders are crumblers. It's actually an interesting way to do that one, since they kind of work in a similar way, except they just wait. Like, maybe what I would have done for that is maybe make it so that the crumblers don't activate until GR18 is like right up next to them. To simulate the how those ones kind of wait for you to go up close and then spring on you. This works just as well. This makes it so that the player knows they're coming up. What's that? I noticed these battery ones here. I haven't really been looking for those. There's some kind of secrets or something. Oh, wait. There is meant to be a secret up here. Okay, yeah, I remember this now. In some of the levels, there's like a warp pipe near the top of the level that you have to use something to get to. I didn't go for those this time, but I think they're just for more points. Cool. Oh, but actually the waterfalls take away your armor anyway. You almost have to either use it or lose it. What? They come back. Okay, so they're on a loop then. That's pretty good. You can see how they do the boss for this level. I mean, this area. For the Maoy guy who throws stuff at you. Okay, so people got a lot more score than I did. That's fine. Sweet. That was a good rendition of that. Now we're gonna see what the final level— well, not the final level, but the final level for this area. And it's, again, they made sure to do the background elements as best as they could with LevelHead. Like the little Maoy statues on top of the at the top of these kind of totems. Okay, same thing. I guess the original game does reuse a lot of these ones. Hey Ben Excel, glad to have you here. How you doing? Just had to wonder how many people that are here now were here when I was playing Super Mario Land. Guess maybe I'm getting more notice because I am playing LevelHead now. Because if you let the player know that there is something there. Okay, that's good. Because otherwise you kind of just have to discover that when you die at some point. You're lurking during Super Mario Land? Cool, that's good to know. Always want to check to make sure, because having at least 5 people on that will at least have the stream show up in other databases. I've already talked about that a few times, how some of the Twitch trackers don't really include streams that are under 5 average viewers. Oh, I see. Actually, a really good way to do that. Oh, whoops. Because, you know, the way that boss works, oops, is that it throws rocks at you, and you're meant to use the rocks to try to get above it. If you can't defeat it with a fire flower. Not bad. Instead, you just use the cannons to do that. It's basically the same thing. It's actually pretty clever. And probably the only way you could really done that in a way that works for a boss. There we go. And there wasn't really a way that you could do the Daisy cutscene at the end of these levels, but that would be next to impossible to do unless you animated it somehow. That was really good for doing that part of the temple. Well done. And now we're on to the first one of the last area, so I'm interested to hear what the music sounds like here. Nice! Gonna check all these areas just in case there was a hidden block that I never got. Oh, and you use the flip webs for the hopping vampires. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Can't really have them resurrect, unfortunately, but that's really well. Now I just have to see what the Tsuchinokos look like. Oh, I guess might not be any Tsuchinokos since it's just another projectile enemy. Oh. Oh, I see. All the ones from here were hidden because there's so many pipes. Could have had them resurrect by making them come from spiders with high cooldown? Maybe. That would have been a good way to emulate it, because you can't really have them respawn from the same point that they died in. Oh, shoot. Yep, I can do this. Or can I? Did he make it high enough so I can't do this? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I can't get up there. Shoot, that's my first not max dunk. Oh well. That was really good, though. A really good rendition of that song. Now we go on to the rest of this playlist. Keep resurrecting Whips B-Scotch. Well, that'd be kind of interesting to if eventually they try to do like resurrecting enemies or something. Like they did another update, like another similar Void update where they have enemies that come back after a while, but I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Actually, it would be kind of interesting to see, because you could potentially do interesting kinds of levels where you have to utilize one of that enemy just to have it follow you and allow you to jump at certain sections. That would be kind of cool. Hey Lex, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Getting near to the end of our little Maoy comparison. Okay, so now these more canoodles with how they do the flame shooting, like the flowers did. Oh, those are the Tsuchinokos. They don't appear until this level, right? Okay, that was wrong then. Shoot. Now what's with the swoopadoops? Oh, okay, so this is how they did the, Oh! Interesting. It's like some kind of, like, challenge here to get all these. I'm guessing in the original game they didn't really give you an option to try to get these unless you had the Fire Flower, which collected coins for you. I suppose that's how they did it. Actually, it would have been kind of cool if these were actual, like, fire bars, but I suppose the one flame fire bars don't really go out that far. If I'm not mistaken. Meaning the spike tuners were the only ones that could get that kind of, like, range for the same effect. Yeah, that's a quick one, in fact. Good. I don't think there's that much more to that level besides the waterfront and then going through that pipe and stuff. We should get pop scale Bernie Whirlers. Yeah, that would be nice if they could. Ah, well. Now we're on to the final level, or 3, which is the other shoot 'em up. Oh, but this one is using the ripcord, which of course you can't stay on the in the sky the whole time, so you just have to ride on the clouds. But you do but that kind of makes the jabbers the main threat, while the blackfish don't really do too much to you. I mean, you can still deal with like swoop dupes too, but hey Mario, oh, there you are, Mario. Wondering when you show up. Only were you here during my Super Mario Land playthrough? Because I did play through that first a hand, and then I went to this, but... Oh yeah, this is the part where you go through the tunnel with the stars and clouds and stuff, but... Oh yeah, and then the boss is after this. Sweet, it's another Christmas for you? That's great! I definitely had a lot of fun playing through Mario Land again, and I'm definitely enjoying what I see here. Oh yeah, these are the fist pipes, whatever those were. They try to punch you to get rid of your abilities. Oh, so this is meant to be the cloud that spawns birds. Okay. Interesting. Oh, shoot. You have to get it? You watch the VOD after? Sure, that's all good. Ah, now here's the actual final boss. Oh my gosh, you even did boss theme too for this last one. And it transitions so well, like so smoothly into this. Oh shoot. Nice. Oh, wait a minute, is that a new GIF emote? Oh, you even did the cutscene at the end. Nice. Wait. Okay. There's something else I need to do? Just wait, okay, just have to do the song, okay. Ah, and sit here, okay. The credits. This is actually a really good way to emulate this part of the cutscene. Super LevelHead land, okay. So this, it is the credits. Nice. This is incredible. This is a great way to end the level. I don't think anybody's really ever done something like this before. So they have like a whole little section after the end of the level just dedicated to this. That is actually acts as a cutscene. Ah, and then it's there just to get you, let's get the max done. Wonderful. That was really well done. I said never seen that done before, and I guess if I kept waiting around there, the music would have looped. Sweet. These. Oh, Ray Team had made a little ripcord emote. That's pretty cool. I still haven't gotten the GIF emote yet on my channel. It's still saying that it's going to be coming soon, so I guess we'll have to wait on that. But yeah, thanks for the GGs, everyone, and thank you, Mary, for making those levels. Those were incredible. Like, every single one captured like the original game's music and like decals and aesthetics really well. Especially like how some of the enemies work and what the enemy choices were for the bosses and like the larger enemies. So yeah, I was super surprised to see it when I first saw the first one come out, and I'm happy I was able to play the full thing and beat the original Super Mario Land as a comparison. So yeah, that's it for this part of the stream. So now I think we'll move on to beer levels. So let me get a few things set up.